Coming up, prices at the pump here are the highest in the country. Find out why.
The Padres season may be over, but the team is still making headlines. Stay tuned for sports.
Some long-awaited music dropped this week. Entertainment will bring you the latest scoop.
And will the Santa Anas continue? Find out in weather. Newscene starts now.
Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newscene. I'm Jesus Lopez.
And I'm Tasia Khashoggi.
We start tonight with the impact of this week's high winds and hot temperatures here in San Diego. Cal Fire is on the scene just east of Ramona in the area Sawday Truck Trail near Witch Creek. As of this broadcast, the Sawday Fire has burnt 97 acres and is 15% contained. Officials are also fighting a new fire in the Valley Center area. SDG&E has shut off power to almost 20,000 customers in the East County as a precautionary measure before the red flag warning expired earlier today. Kareem will have more on the changing conditions in our weather segment.
President Trump has sparked yet another heated debate, this time with his advice to Kurds living in northern Syria. Trump tweeted the Kurds should move to the oil fields in the barren eastern desert. This comes in the aftermath of Trump's removal of nearly 700 U.S. troops from Syria. Russian and Turkish forces are now moving in as fighting continues in the area.
Bolivian citizens are angry today after President Evo Morales has declared himself the winner of the last Sunday's election. Morales' opponents has called for a second runoff, getting support from the U.S., Brazil, Argentina, and Colombia. But Morales said no more runoffs after he claimed to win the first round amid claims of voter fraud.
Now in Chile, where violent protests have turned deadly in the capital. The uprisings began over an increase in metro fare, but it later grew to include demands for better wages and living conditions. It also turned violent in some places, leading to over a dozen deaths reported by authorities. The Chilean president is promising better wages.
And continuing with international news, a disturbing discovery has been made at the industrial park in England. The bodies of 39 migrants from China were found inside a semi-truck from Belgium. One of the 39 was a teenager. Local police have arrested the truck driver as well as 3 others on charges of murder, trafficking, and manslaughter. China has sent officials from its UK embassy to confirm the information.
2 men linked to presidential lawyer Rudy Giuliani have pleaded not guilty to campaign finance violations. Igor Fruman and Les Parnas are charged with conspiracy, falsifying of records, and making false statements to the Federal Election Commission. Fruman and Parnas have been identified as the individuals who introduced Giuliani to current and former Ukrainian officials.
Now, bringing it here in California, a drug bust to our north has yielded 18 pounds of fentanyl, enough for 4 million fatal doses. Orange County Sheriff officials say it's enough to overdose every single person in the county. Fentanyl is 50 to 100 times stronger than morphine, making even small amounts deadly. Across the state, the number of deaths attributed to the drug has increased more than 600% in just 4 years.
Gas prices keep going up, leaving many California drivers wondering why. Here is Ayo Elise telling more.
Thank you, Tasia. Now, if you drive in San Diego, you know the price of gas is just too high. Governor Newsom is asking for an investigation into the state's soaring gas prices. This follows a scathing report released Monday by the California Energy Commission. In it, the report says that in 2018, Californians paid an average of 30 cents per gallon more than the rest of the country, with the biggest gap coming in April, a whole $1. The commission also found that name brand retailers like Shell and 76 have roughly doubled their prices, claiming that they offer higher quality fuel. However, the energy agency didn't find evidence to support this. All this adds up to California drivers paying $1.5 billion more than drivers in other states. Now, the author of the report says that taxes and strict state regulations cannot fully explain why Californians regularly pay more at the pump. In his letter to the state attorney, the governor warns that if oil companies are engaging in false advertising or price fixing, legal action should be taken to protect the public. The rise in fuel prices can be traced back to a 2015 when Los Angeles ExxonMobil refinery exploded. Now, gas prices spiked soon after and never went back down. One contributing factor to rising prices is California's taxes, according to Petroleum Trade Group officials. Drivers now pay about 80 cents per gallon in taxes. Making it worse, some California refineries were undergoing maintenance earlier this month, lessening supply. And simply importing more gas isn't as easy as it seems. State Attorney Javier Becerra did acknowledge receiving the latest request from Newsom to investigate, but Becerra did not say if he will move forward. Now, as Sacramento continues to wrestle over the issue, drivers are looking for ways to increase their miles per gallon. The EPA is sharing tips for drivers on the website fueleconomy.gov. Let's take a look.
Brake gently in all cars and avoid unnecessary stops altogether. Anticipate stoplights or traffic slowdowns and coast for a bit to maintain momentum rather than stay on the gas till the last second. Using accessories like heating, air conditioning, and entertainment systems will affect fuel economy on all vehicles, but especially on hybrids and electrics.
Drivers should also keep their tires properly inflated and leave heavy bags and boxes at home. Well, we'll keep an eye on those gas prices and update you as this story develops. Now back to you at the desk.
As the World Series is coming to an end, the NBA season has just begun, and Vicky will have the latest.
After the break, find out where to see the live show. Promises to be very scary.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Here she comes. I, Krista, take you, Jamie, to be my wife.
When we found out that we were pregnant, we were just elated. We were just sitting there waiting for the pediatrician. She said she won't be taking you in as a client.
We are a lesbian couple, but she's just a baby. She's the one you're denying the service to.
In Chula Vista, a pilot program that has drones helping police respond to 911 calls faster has seen positive results. Response times have plummeted from 6 minutes down to 2 since launching the partnership with the FAA a year ago. Drones have also helped in 130 arrests. According to the Chula Vista Police, its program is the first in the nation to log 1,000 drone missions.
With more surveillance news, there is a controversy surrounding a new license plate surveillance program in Escondido neighborhood. Plate numbers are some of the information logged about cars parked in the community and even driving by. Some residents welcome the added security, but others are concerned with the privacy. The gathered information is set to automatically go to 5 HOA members of the Kent Ranch neighborhood, and that the data is deleted after 30 days.
Facebook is stepping up to help fight the housing crisis. The social media giant announced a $1 billion commitment to improve California's affordable housing. Over the next decade, Facebook wants to see up to 20,000 new homes in Northern California. The timing of the announcement comes as the average home prices here crosses over $150,000, according to Zillow.
On sad news, a lawsuit against the city of San Diego has been filed over a snorkeler's death at La Jolla Cove. The 73-year-old man died in 2017 after being found unconscious in the ocean. Lifeguards say they couldn't see the victim because of the rocks nearby. That blocked their view from the lifeguard tower. The lawsuit has been filed by the victim's family, but the city says it's not responsible for injuries caused by natural's condition.
Now, for those of you who can't get enough of scary clowns this Halloween season, a local circus has the solution. The Circus Collective of SD is presenting Things That Go Bump in the Night revamped at the City Heights Performance Annex tonight and tomorrow at 7 p.m. The show follows the tale of a possibly mass-murdering clown and his attempts to earn himself some sleep in a loud neighborhood. Local college students are among the performers in the show.
And looking to transfer, there is help for students at San Diego City College eager to transfer to a four-year university. The Career and Transfer Center on campus has announced it is ready to help students with their complicated process. That includes providing counseling sessions for students working towards associate's degree. Over 4,200 San Diego Community College District students transfer in 2018. The last year's statistics are available.
San Diego City College's new website and magazine took home regional awards last weekend. The General Excellent Honors from the Journalism Association of Community Colleges were 2 of 7 awards given to the City Times and Legend staffs. Among the winners was Newscene's own Vicky Pineda, who also serves as the City Times sports editor. Congratulations to all of the winners.
Congrats, and the Padres might have found a new manager. Vicky Pineda has the latest. Congrats, Vicky, on your award.
Thanks, Jesus and Tasia. We start off with the first-time World Series team, the Washington Nationals, taking a 2-game lead over the Astros. Nats starter and the San Diego native Steven Strasburg kept Houston's offense at bay in Game 2, outdueling future Hall of Famer Justin Verlander. By winning both games played in Houston's Minute Maid Park, the Nationals neutralized what had been a major home field advantage for the Astros, and they will play the next 3 games at the Nationals Park starting today. The game begins at 5 p.m. on Fox. And speaking of baseball news, multiple news sources are reporting that Padres have a new manager. Despite rumors swirling that they were considering some big names with pro experience, the next skipper has neither. 38-year-old Jay Stingler has never coached in the big leagues, and if he's hired, he will become one of the game's youngest managers. Stingler, who is the Major League Player Development Field Coordinator for the Texas Rangers of the Major Leagues, he is currently the manager of the Rangers' Dominican Winter League team. Stingler takes over Andy Green, who was fired in late September. And the NBA is finally here. The season tipped off with the 2019 champion Toronto Raptors taking the win over the New Orleans Pelicans. And the finals MVP Kawhi Leonard was also on the court. The SDSU product made his debut as an LA Clipper against the LA Lakers. The Clippers made a statement against the Lakers, winning 112-102. The Clippers then traveled to San Francisco to the Warriors' new arena. LA stunned the Dub Nation. They're winning 141-122. We have a season ahead of us. And closer to home, the San Diego City volleyball team has fallen to Mesa College this week. The Knights started behind, but their comeback fell short as the Olympians won in 5. City will face Southwestern today and Imperial Valley on Wednesday, hoping to move its way up in its conference standings. City is now 6-4 in conference play in a very important season. City College will host the A-Team Championship here in Harry West Gym in December. And in other sports on campus, the Knights men's soccer team is hoping to recover after losing to Cuyamaca 3-1 earlier this week. Brandon Martinez scored the lone goal for City, which now has a record of 3-2-1 entering today's game against Southwestern. The game is still going on, and we'll have an update for you later on. And a big weekend ahead for the school's cross-country teams. The Knights and men Men and women's will both be running for conference championships today at Morley Field. We're hoping for City can get some great results in that meet. That's all I have for sports. Back to you at the desk.
As the World Series is coming to an end, the NBA season has just begun. Vicky will have the latest.
And after the break, hear all about the talented students of the Special Effects Makeup program here on campus.
I just found out my work party is a +1. You want to go? This is my boss, Ella.
Nice to meet you, Greg.
You're welcome. Nope, I'm high. But I'll clean the kitchen while you're gone.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? I'm toasted.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch. Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
A Native American tribe in Northern California is getting its sacred island back after nearly 160 years. The Wiyot, a small tribe of about 600, had land taken from them in 1860 from settlers. Dilawat, or Indian Island as it's called, is considered the tribe's physical and spiritual center. It was recently restored to safe conditions after years of use as a shipyard and sawmill.
Now, in other news, in Scotland, men and transgender women convicted under now abolished laws can expect a pardon this week. A new law has been passed that pardons those previously convicted of same-sex activity. This pardon is largely symbolic and meant to absolve hurt and harm that outdated laws caused. Those wanting past convictions removed from their record will need to apply.
A decision to change the packaging of a well-known feminine product brand is stirring up controversy. Always Pad brand is removing the Venus symbol that represented femininity. Always remove the symbol in support of customers who menstruate.
Who menstruated but don't identify as female. Always says they are committed to diversity and inclusion. In New Jersey, lunch that may keep some students from attending prom. The Cherry Hill Public School District wants to bar students from extracurricular activities for unpaid lunch charges. The ban would apply to students who owe more than $75 in lunch debt. Critics say the district is lunch shaming students. Presidential hopeful Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders have also spoken in support of students.
A new poll says Brett Kavanaugh tops Ruth Bader Ginsburg as the best-known justice on the Supreme Court. Nearly 1,500 adults asked by Marquette University Law finds that the name recognition of Kavanaugh is greater than Ginsburg. 83% of those polled said they have heard of Kavanaugh compared to Ginsburg's 79%.
Possible salmonella contamination has been reported in more than 3 tons of Walmart frozen sausages. The recall includes 24 and 35-ounce packages containing great value, fully cooked original pork sausage patties. Health officials encourage customers to check their freezers for the recalled items.
Normal Heights Dog Park is in danger of closing due to complaints from nearby residents. Neighbors of the unfinished Ward Canyon Park are complaining of the excessive noise and air pollution. But local dog owners say they have limited options within the neighborhood to exercise their pets, and they worry about already cramped conditions. Plans are set to enforce park hours and set up walls to help with noise as a compromise until the park revamp is complete.
Now we do have Ayo Elise back. New music and royalty are making headlines. Also, Ayo will break down the hot tea. Ayo, can you break it down for me, please?
Absolutely, Jesus. Now, tensions are high between the British royal family and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. A gender equality talk at Windsor Castle was the couple's first public appearance since the release of an ill-received documentary shot on their recent trip to South Africa. They are facing backlash for revealing their grievances with the UK media and the palace's lack of support on the matter. The couple will work with an American PR company to help them take control of their narrative by directly sharing information through social media. Now, the music world has a few shakeups. Kanye West is making headlines again. After multiple missed release dates, West's latest release, full-length album, Jesus is King, has finally arrived. The album's official release followed listening events in cities like Detroit, New York, and Los Angeles. West's album was supposed to come out on Thursday at midnight, but the rapper later tweeted that he was still fixing mixes on 3 different songs. And speaking of new music, a new song by pop star Selena Gomez has her fans and others talking. The song, titled Lose You to Love Me, has people convinced that the song is inspired by her breakup with her ex, now married, Justin Bieber. The song begins with, "You promised me the world, and I fell for it." Now, by her own words, she's healed, moving on, and Gomez is receiving a lot of support on Twitter from her fans. Now, there may be more than meets the eye between Kylie Jenner and Drake. Jenner attended Drake's birthday last night, and the two were reportedly inseparable. Sources say that the two were really compatible, with Kylie laughing and both in a great mood. Fans of Jenner had been expecting Kylie to get back together with her ex-boyfriend, Travis Scott. So this love triangle could mean trouble. We'll have to watch and see what happens. Now, in more Kylie news, Kylie Jenner is trademarking the phrase, "rise and shine." This coming from a YouTube video where she is singing to her daughter, Stormy. The video quickly became a viral meme. Jenner is all about branding, starting off with unisex hoodies that sold out on her website. Now the trademark is covering everything from clothing, undergarments, accessories, and of course, cosmetics. Now, I hate to burst your bubble, but it turns out that sharing your Netflix password with your bestie comes with a real cost. Netflix is reporting that password sharing is costing the streaming video company $135 million a month. Now restrictions are being set up to keep people from swapping passwords. Current Netflix plans are intended for passwords to be shared with people living in the same household only. So that's it for entertainment. Back to you at the desk.
That was some great tea, Ayo. Great tea. But now from one tea to another, it's been hot, windy, and what's next? We'll find out after the break.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Oh, Vanessa. You gonna text her back?
Nope. I'm high. I'm gonna hit the treadmill.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
We need to go meet the guys. I'm lit. Can you drive?
Nope. I'm high. How about they come over?
Where?
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
San Diego City College is celebrating Halloween with the students of the Special Effect Makeup Program. The team is having an open house for students who want to have their makeup done in time for trick-or-treating. The makeup team creates spectacular creations for costumes throughout the district. It is also helping the theater department with the new play, She Kills Monsters, which opens this week.
What's happening with this heat and fire weather? Here's Kareem with more.
Thank you, Tasia. Yes, beautiful. The La Jolla Cove is beautiful, and the weather is coming up. We're going to have some very nice temperatures. Oh, there's the La Jolla Cove. Beautiful temperatures today, 86. Beautiful beach weather. This is the kind of temperature that is wonderful to enjoy, but we've been having some problems with these temperatures and winds overnight. Let's go to the area forecast. So there we go. The temperatures have been pretty warm, and especially overnight, the winds have been a big problem over in areas like Ramona and Valley Center, where we have fires burning right now. In fact, the critically low humidity, the high winds, that's a perfect recipe for fire danger. So luckily, throughout the week, we can go to this. This map shows that we've got some temperatures that are pretty warm now, and over the weekend in the area temperature of Ramona and Julian, pretty high temperatures, but the critically low humidity is going to start rising, and then the temperatures are going to start dropping, and the winds will start dropping too. So the Santa Anas are going away, fortunately. However, some new batch of winds, kind of like a weak Santa Ana, will be coming in over the weekend. They'll be a lot less windy, but the temperature will be lower. But the fire danger will still exist, but it will be a lot less than it has been. Let's go ahead and look at the surf report here. 2 to 3 feet all through the coast. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weather, and the surf is very mild. It's great for the kids to get in the water, have a great time. The temperatures are really nice. It's going to be a wonderful weekend at the beach. And hey, you know what? You can get those masks on and snorkels because lobster season just started. Go out and get those bugs. They don't have claws, so you don't have to worry about that on the West Coast. So during the week now, we've got some wonderful temperatures all through the 70s. And get ready because Halloween is coming up on Thursday. Get that candy stored up. Those kids are going to come a knocking. Thanks a lot. That's all we've got for weather. Back to you guys.
Wow, that was a great report. And now I can't wait for Halloween, right?
I know, I'm so excited.
Well, Halloween is almost here. Temperatures are actually going to be on a better side, so you can have your costume. And that's all that we have for today's News Scene. I'm Jesus Lopez.
And I'm Tasia Khashoggi. Have a happy Halloween.